Well, it's about that time, huh? So I'm making this video a day earlier than my upload schedule, really, because I just want to talk about. I'm going to be doing a retrospective of this season. Finales never really excite me, they actually make me nervous more than anything. Because, especially if you have a favorite and your favorite doesn't win, it's a little bit um, sad. So before this begins, there will be a spoiler warning for this season's winner, and I might as well just go ahead and say it. So here it goes. Congratulations, Nymphia Wind. You won the cash prize of $200,000 and the title of America's Next Drag Superstar. And I'm not mad at this outcome. I am very shocked that Saphira didn't win. But I get it, I guess. Though it does make me sad again that Saphira didn't win. But that's water underneath the bridge. I'm not going to send any hate to Nymphia for winning, like a lot of people would. I am going to just congratulate her and move forward. I enjoy Nymphia. She's nice, and her performance this episode was quite good. Also, congratulations to Saphira and Tsunami for winning Miss Congeniality. That is a great thing to have done. So I am very happy with the outcome of Miss Congeniality. Maybe that's why Saphira didn't win. Maybe it was because of the lip sync. They lip synced to Padam Padam, and frankly, Nymphia freaking turned it out. So I think they based it off of that final lip sync, and I think that Nymphia did win that final lip sync. So let's talk. Let's talk about this retrospective. I'm not going to say how I would do it my way. I'm going to need a lot more time to figure that out. Plus, I don't think that my way would have been any different other than Saphira maybe winning the season. I think that everything would have gone the way that it had gone. I just want to talk about who I thought was going to be in the top four from each episode. We've been sitting on this episode for. We've been sitting on the season for 4 months. 4 long months where that's for rent payments for yours truly, 4 months of work, 4 months of sitting down every Friday. I have recorded 16 videos of talking about Nymphia Wind and Saphira Crystal each and every week, and honestly, this has been one of the best experiences that I've had on YouTube. I am very blessed to have reached over 100 views on some of these videos. I know that my view count will always be low, which is fine, but let's talk about the show. This is the first ever season, regular season, that I have done live, and the first one that I have kept up with. Now, when All Stars 9 comes out, I will absolutely do that, though I may be having surgery during the airtime of All Stars 9, so if the upload schedule is a little bit weird, that's why. But May 17th, or May 18th rather, I will be posting a video about All Stars 9, and when the promos come out, I will do a promo video for All Stars 9. But let's get started with this season. First and foremost, who were my preseason top four? My preseason top four were Nymphia Wind, Saphira Crystal, Dawn, and Megami. Those were my preseason top four. My preseason top five, or how I thought that it would go, was this: a mandatory meeting, Mirage, Geneva Carr. Let me think here. I'm trying to think. Maya. I'll be right back. So my preseason thing, I'm gonna just restate it. Whereas Amanda, Mirage, Geneva, and then I actually had Plain, then Maya, then Plasma, then Morphine, then Hershey Liqueur Jete, then who else was there? I know I'm full on forgetting somebody right now. Then Tsunami, yep. Then Tsunami, and then Q was top five. I thought that Tsunami was going to be a bitch this season. Turns out she wasn't. Turns out that she was awesome. And I thought Megami was gonna go very far. Turns out she kind of did, kind of didn't. I was immediately unimpressed with Mirage, though I've come to find her oddly endearing. There have been so many ups and downs in the fan base this season. Of course, there's always the token person that everybody latches onto and spreads hate about. Last season it was Malaysia. This season it happened to originally be Tsunami Muse, not because people knew who Tsunami Muse was, but because of the Muse name attached to her. A lot of people disliked her. Plain Jane became the target of attacks, though I'm not going to say they were warranted, but during the first couple of episodes, they were absolutely just always there because she was a bitch. I even might have contributed to some of that, though I didn't actually tell her to go off herself. I just said that I disliked her attitude. And I made a whole rant on episode, I think it was the girl group episode, about why I don't think that Plain Jane can be redeemed, only for her to be redeemed. So that's fun. Geneva Carr became the subject of targeted attacks because of the fact that she sent Mirage home. In fact, Mirage's whole lip sync gate was something that I disliked very strongly. I disliked it more than I disliked Taylor Swift, and I don't particularly enjoy Taylor Swift's music. But what I will say is that Mirage's elimination was one of those things where you either were on the right side of it or you were on the wrong side of it. And they weren't going to tell you which line was the correct side. Q became the target of a lot of attacks, and those attacks are still going on to this day because of the fact that she went off on Twitter, basically calling out people who were in her comments being rude after the Goth challenge. This immediately turned into a Q is the bad guy thing, perpetuated also by the fact that she sometimes uses a voice that is not okay and is more akin to I'm gonna just say a black scent, which I can see and I am horrified by, and I don't really particularly like that. I'm not really on the Q hate train, but I'm also not on the Q like Q was right about everything. Obviously, that black scent thing is awful, and she shouldn't be doing it, especially as a white girl with cheek filler. Was this season more entertaining than season 15? I'm going to kind of have to say no. All of the girls, though, are great. I love each and every one of them. What else happened this season? Well, there was the whole UK versus the world thing, of course, which I've spoken about multiple times about how people will call African American queens the N word every single chance they get because their favorite didn't win. Um, which I no doubt in my mind that probably would have happened tonight if Safira had won, because of course it would have. Um, let's see what else. Megami being the butt of every joke, but kind of being in on the joke, especially. Well, I'm gonna die. Especially her protect queer art poster thing, as well as the hand puppet from last week's episode. I feel like I went a little bit too harsh on last week's episode too, so I'm gonna apologize for that. Um, I think that looking back on the lip syncs, a lot of them were good. I was just so bored by the time that I got to the end of it, as well as I didn't have my medicine in me, that I just went off on how I disliked it and how I didn't want it to be, how I just didn't like it. So, you know, I apologize for that, but I didn't take the video down or re-record it because that's my authentic opinion on it. I'm very excited for All Stars 9. This is going to be a shorter video. I don't really have a lot to say again. I'm really excited for All Stars 9. I'm hoping that we get a good, solid winner out of that like we have in seasons past. Here's the thing. While I may seem down about Safira not winning, I was also down about Lady Camden not winning. And it took me a couple weeks, but I finally have I finally was able to appreciate Willow Pill. I will be able to appreciate Nymphia Wind once she begins her reign. Once the initial shock of it all is gone. And I'm not saying that is like a bad thing. I'm just saying that is why I am such a in a state of like shock in a mood, you know, because it sucks when your favorite doesn't win. But that doesn't mean that you should send hate to them. Um, so don't send hate to any queen involved in this. I always put that down there, and then I look online and people don't take any advice. So you guys, I will see you soon. I may start doing other videos based on content that I enjoy, such as The Wizard of Oz, or heck, even talking about some international seasons of Drag Race. So yeah, I am very excited about what the future holds for this channel. I'm gonna try to start uploading every Saturday again, just because I think that that's a nice little thing. Maybe it will be Wizard of Oz content if you guys would like that. I don't expect the engagement to be super high during a dry spell on Drag Race, but hey, you know, whatever. I've also been cooking up a storm lately, so maybe I'll share some recipes. I don't know. All right, y'all. I will see you from season 16. This is Jacob Ferguson signing out.